Welcome back, friend. Today we're building the signatures for our journey journal, and I hope you will come along for the ride. Join me. You can create your own. My name is Carrie with Created Me Creative, and welcome back to my cozy little corner. The last time we were together, I had chosen this scrapbook paper as my foundation, and so I've cut it down to 9 inches tall and just folded it in half, so there's 6 by 9. And I have put 2 of each pattern together to form, not 3, 5 signatures. So today we will add the remaining of the papers. I've kind of sorted them out. I've got digitals, I've got coffee and tea colored paper, I've got the notebook paper, just tiny but nice lines, good color. I've got 3 ledger and 2 music, so that will be split between the 5 signatures. Got this really great paper, 3 pieces of that, and 2 pieces of packaging paper that just happened to come in the mail with an Amazon package yesterday. So I thought I would use that in a couple of them. And then I've got another set of digitals. 5 of these are actually my own digital, and I'm not good at it. I just started. But I thought, you know what? This journal is going to be for me. I'm making it for taking sermon notes. I have one that's near the end, and I think by the end of the year it will be done. And so I am making this to replace that for next year. So I think what we will do is just kind of go through each signature and add 1 from each pile, and then we'll organize after. So 1, 2. I want to keep the second piece of cardstock closer to the center for integrity. 3, 4, 5. And I think I'll do the cardstock and then the last one. I may change up the order so I don't have too many papers too close in the color together. But we'll do that in a second. Let's just work our way through here. So we'll take this one, move that over there. This digital is from Raven Vintage in her, it's one of her wallpaper kits, I think antique teal or teal, it's something teal, heirloom teal, that's what it is. And then this one on the other side is from Emily Bloom. It might be her Sage Skies, I think. I'll try and remember every kit as I hit them and let you know. I'll do that, and then we'll go with this one. Okay. And the center signature, the papers I've chosen are actually a lot darker than the first and last 2. This one, I think that's Amity Bloom as well. I think this is My Porch Prince. Love this note paper. And these papers here, the coffee stained ones, I actually used a plastic tablecloth when I made them. Maybe one day I'll do that as a tutorial too. If you're interested, leave me a comment below and I'll try and figure out how to video that process. Oh, I love the feel of this one. And then there. And this paper is from Polka Art Studio. It's a vintage floral ledgers, I think is what it's called. And on to this one. This kit, it could be Amity Bloom. It could also be Ruby and Pearl. I think it's Amity Bloom. Yeah, it might be Amity Bloom. That one. And then, did I miss a paper? Yeah, I need a music paper in here. There we go. And then we'll put this in. And this. And one more. Such pretty colors. Yay! All right. That one is, might be Daisy Avenue. Yeah, might be Daisy Avenue. I don't know if you could see that. I tried to do the T. Can you see just a wee bit of the pattern? Same as the coffee stained paper, but it didn't take, the pattern of this tablecloth didn't take on the tea like it did on the coffee. I found that very interesting. It's okay. We've got it. Now, that is 5. We'll have to go back through and see if I like the way they line up. I'm also going to check, I'm going to put you on pause for a minute. I'm going to check and see if I have any envelopes that I could sew within the signatures as well. So give me 1 second. Okay, I have found some envelopes, a few different sizes. I've got these craft paper ones. One has got, I think it's a little wider. It is a little wider. Same height, a little wider. 2 with point flaps, and then this one with a flatter edge. So there's those 3. I also came across some old birthday card envelopes. So I think this might be 2 yellow, but I'm not sure. And then 2 in that blue color, and they might be a little bright. Not sure. We're going to work on this together. You can tell me, yell through the screen at me and let me know which color envelope I should use. While I was digging, I also found these 2, I think, honestly, I think the package of this paper was just given to me. There's only like 5 sheets in it, but these 2, double-sided, the colors seem to work really well. So I thought they would be really nice, kind of folded for layering pieces. I love the scallop edge on it. And the blue, actually, it's pretty close to the envelope, so maybe it's not too bright. I think it will work well. And then in the first video, I had said I had this in cardstock and paper. So I folded the paper one thinking maybe I could use it as a layering piece as well. So let's go back through. I've got this. There's only 1 of those, so maybe we'll do that in this center signature. There's 2 of these, so they can go in first and last or second and fourth. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 envelopes if I choose to use them all. Okay, let's start with these pieces because I think they're going to be easier. So let's go to the middle signature. And we'll go through the order. This is where you get to customize it to your own liking, because your papers are going to be different than my papers, and you may like all the same size papers, or maybe you do like the layered look. So it's really personal. Oh, look at that flower with that piece. That is so pretty. I did not notice that before. Huh, like it was meant to be. I like that. Okay, so here we are at the middle. This one's my digital. I love the way it looks with the polka dot. I don't know. I don't like the way the lines and the lines are together. It's too liney. Maybe I could tuck it in here because that works really well with that warmer shade of brown. And it gives a nice balance to this piece. Okay, so how am I going to get it so that burgundy shows? What if we just do a little folding here on this one? Now, because it's a writing paper, I won't glue it down for a pocket. I will leave it so I can flip it back out and write when I want to write. But that allows for a nice layering there. I like that. Yeah. Okay. And then that piece is tucked in there. All right, let's go from the front. I do like that. And I love the torn edge on this ledger. This one's actually smoother than some of the other pieces that are in here, but and you don't actually see that layering until you turn the page. And I love the way the red lines play with the reddish of that paper too. I'm liking that layering there. You know, the queen of layering is Kathy with Raven Vintage. She has got it down to a science. I love watching her. It just flows. It just flows. Okay, so that's the center signature. So now let's do, that's the paper from Raven Vintage. And I love the way it looks with this. Maybe we add a little color right in here because all of the neutrals, they're beautiful together, but maybe just that little pop of color right there. So I think I'm going to fold it just slightly off center and put it in. And we've got that. We've got the music sheet. Then we've got that packing paper. I think I'm good with those two together. Those browns work really well. And then, yes. And then that's my digital. Okay, so that's the second or fourth, one of the two. So I think we will mirror that in this one. 1 and 5. And we'll go with the envelopes. So now we'll just work through and figure out which envelope is going to work. I like that together, but I think I'm actually going to put the note paper over top of that as the layering. And then the dark of the flowers, it'll play with the dark of this other scrapbook paper. So I like that. I like these two together, even though they're the same shade, and there's that ripped edge. Maybe this is where an envelope goes. There's that one. I don't like that one. I think I'm going to go with the craft envelopes. So let's get rid of those big ones. And I think for consistency, I wish I had a second one of those because that one actually is bigger. Well, maybe we'll do one of each. Yeah, I like the way the color of that matches this paper here too. Okay, so that, then the ledger, then this. We will decorate one of, well, I don't know what we're going to do because I think that needs a color break. What if we do 2 envelopes? I like that. What if I seal it, put it in this way? We can do a collage or something on it, and then I can open up this side and have a tuck spot this way. I'm going to do that. I think that is going to work really well. I love the way the turquoise picks up on the lines in this ledger paper. And it just stops the amount of neutrals that are in a row. Yeah. Oh, little birdie. And then one last there. Okay. All right. And one more. Haha. This one's a little different than the other one. And this one, actually, I took from a card that I'd given my youngest son. And this is what we call him, Bubba. Because he was a big Bubba keg when he was born. So he's now 17 and he stands 6'2". So he's still Bubba. All right. And then that. And then the last one. I love it. Ooh, another birdie. Okay. So that is our signature. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There they are. Get rid of that envelope. They're full. You know what? I may have to rebuild the spine on that cover. I painted it. I don't know if you noticed in the last video, I was blurring out the sections where the title was showing because I'm not really sure how the copyright issues work. So I was blurring it out. This time around, I just decided to paint it because I thought if we keep it, the paint is almost the same as this piece here. And once you cover it with lace, you would never know. But I may Yeah, let me push that down and tuck these in and see, because I think once we decorate these pages, this might, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. I'm going to reinforce it off of camera and double check and see. And if not, then the next time we get together, we'll make the final decision. If I'm rebuilding it, we'll rebuild it together on camera next time. And if I decide to use this, it will already be reinforced and ready to go. All right, and the only other thing I'm going to do with the cover, regardless of which way I do it, I'm going to cut this down the center, and I'm going to use it to cover the white. I'm thinking this side. The opposite side is the lines. This would be the first signature. So honestly, I think I'm going to go that way. If that's the wrong decision, you can let me know. Alrighty. That's it for now. We will see you next time where we work on the spine. And I don't know if we'll sew signatures in and then decorate, or decorate and then sew signatures in. That decision I'll make on the next video as well. But either way, we're going to continue this journey. So thanks and take care. See you soon.